All right, well, what we're going to do today is we're going to go out and set a couple cable restraints. We have until, I believe it's the February 19th.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a little advantage of the time we have left and see if we can't get a couple more fox. I really don't want to catch any coyotes right now because I just signed up for the Mosquito Creek coyote hunt, so I want to kind of save them for that in case I have an opportunity to get one. But if we get one, we get one. But we're going to be going strictly looking for fox right now, red fox and gray fox. So
we got a nice gray on the one reveal.
Yeah, the one I have down by my tree stand. Yep. But we're going to go see what kind of trails we could find and put a couple cable restraints out, and we'll see what happens. So let's get going. All right, well, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through this little trail going through here. There should be trails going off. There's a runoff through here. So there's got to be trails running off to the sides that we could probably set up. We just have to, one thing you got to watch for with cable restraints on land is entanglement. You can't have any entanglements. Anything ½ inch or bigger within your area of where that cable restraint is going to stretch out, you cannot have anything in there. So we got to pick our spots wisely to make sure that there is no entanglement in case you do catch a non-target animal. You have to be able to release it. So let's go for a walk and see if we can't find some trails we can set up on, and hopefully get some critters moving tonight. I could set there, but I can't. I know they run right through that.
Yeah.
There's too many trees in the way. We're going to set this spot right here.
So for anybody who's not familiar with cable restraints, David, how does it work?
So what you do is you have, it's aviation cable is what it is. It's 3/32. This is a 7x7 braid. And what you have is you have a relaxing lock on it. So for fox, you want a 6 to 8 inch loop, 6 to 8 inches off the ground. And there's a deer stop on here. So when this fires down, it doesn't go all the way down. So if an animal is pulling, it's going to cinch down. But as soon as they stop, this relaxes and it doesn't hold pressure on them. So that it's to ease the animal while they're in it, and it allows you to come to your trap and either dispatch the animal or release it. So that's what we're going to do. You have what's called a whammy here, and with that whammy, this is your support for your snare. That goes inside the whammy, and what that does is that holds it, you know, where you want to center it, and that'll hold it in place. And then you set your loop. Like I said, it's for fox, 6 to 8 inches on the diameter and 6 to 8 inches off the ground. So you got probably about 8 inches right there. Go a little bit bigger probably. It'll be right about like that there for a fox. And then what you do is you just move this whammy into place wherever you need it, where you're setting it on your trail there. So I'm just going to pop this out for right now. And what you want to do is you want to look for, we might actually, coming up through here, we might set it right here. So you have, what you have here is, and I can see that there's tracks right here. You can see them here, but this is the narrowest point here. So that's going to funnel them into this spot more. And what I'm going to do is we're going to set the snare from this side, the cable restraint rather, sorry. And like I said, again, you can't have anything a 1/2 inch or larger within your area, in which we don't right here. It's mainly all weeds. So that's where we're going to set it here. So I got my cable restraint attached to my wolf fang earth anchor. And we're probably going to put it back here because we don't have a really long area to go. And I really don't want it going any further that way. So we're probably going to put it right back in here.
And that's similar to what you're using on your footholds.
Use the same one
Yep.
for all of them. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh boy, is that solid. Hit an air pocket. Alright, now I'm going to take use the same hole, hopefully, if I have enough. It's going to be close. I'm going to have to come up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the slot that's in this driver. Maybe not. Let's start with a new one. I'm going to use a slot that's in the stake driver. I'm just going to hold it on there, and what this is going to do, this is going to stop this stabilizer from rotating. So we're going to stick it right in here. That's good there. So that won't spin now, and we'll be able to put that right inside that trail. Slide that 9-gauge wire right inside it. and that's about it. So we're about 6 inches off the first hard surface from the bottom of the cable restraint, and we got about an 8-inch loop there. That's it. That's all it's to it. So you can see we're coming down this main trail. We'll see what happens there.
Now, David, with a cable restraint, do you have to do any scent control with that, like you do with your footholds?
Yes. So what you do with these is you boil them in baking soda, and what it does is it also gets the sheen off the cables, because these cables are they're very shiny when you get them. There's oil on them and everything, so you boil them in baking soda to get that oil off and to get that sheen of the metal, because they're twice as bright as what you see right now. But what I'll be doing come the springtime is the new ones that I buy or make, I'll just let them weather outside, just hang them off some trees, and it'll clean them up really, really good. You hear geese?
I hear geese.
Got some fox scat here.
Okay, so we've got how many sets out? 2 so far, or 3? 3 sets out so far. We set one on the other side of this thick before we got over to here, and there's a lot of deer sign, a lot of deer trails in here. And one of the things, like David was saying, is these fox and even the coyotes will run these deer trails. And back in here, there's tons of sign, deer. There's beds of deer. There's fox trails, tracks back in through here. So he's gonna set these two trails right here, and then we're gonna move on.
We're probably going to put 2 out here on this diversion ditch. I caught my first ever catch in a cable restraint in this diversion ditch out here. I think it was right after that big snow that we had, that first storm that we had. I caught a beautiful gray fox, so probably going to put one a little before where I caught that one, and then one after it. And hopefully have a good night. Yeah, we'll have what, 6 of them out?
That'll be 6, yep.
Yeah, 6. pretty much it for today. We got 6 cable restraints out. This will be our last one here. Like I said, I caught a gray fox right down here. Probably, I don't know, 2 weeks ago? Maybe so. About that. Like that. And we'll see what happens here. And we'll just go from there. It's just fun. I mean, this is the first year I've ever done this, and it's really easy to set them. You don't have to carry a lot of equipment with you. I got a bucket. I keep my snare or my cable restraints. I keep my support wire in there, and my earth anchors, and a hammer and the stake driver, and that's it. I mean, it's a lot quicker and easier than doing dirt sets, which I still love doing, but it's just something different and keeps the time going. You got frozen ground like this, it's hard if you don't have waxed dirt or anything to really work your sets better when you're doing footholds. This is an awesome alternative. It's fun, it's quick, and it's just a good time. So that's it. I'm gonna go home, have dinner. We'll be out tomorrow checking these, and hopefully we got something in there.